Alright, so don't worry about this one. It's not broken. Well, I guess it kind of is, but the dial light on it does not work anymore. And it's not that the bulbs are all burnt out. It's because, like, sometimes they like flash a little bit like that, and all of them will do that. So I think that there's a cold solder joint maybe from it going like that or something. But it's a problem that it's always faced as long as I've had it. It's just that now it's become, instead of it just like flashing off when it's not been used in a long time, it's always off. So let's get it open and let's get to it. So there we go. Case is off. Time to look in the lamp circuit on this thing. It's big old RCA, late 60s. Yeah, this is cool. Look at how burnt that bulb is. I hope the bulbs aren't put into like a series string and one of them is going out, which causes them all to go out, because that could be the case, I guess. But yeah, let me try to find the issue and I'll get back to you guys when I find it. So we have point 1 repaired, which is that kind of long terminal strip. Now those big blobs of solder, those are not from me, surprisingly. All I did was just heat up the solder, but those I think are factory, unless somebody's been in here, which it kind of looks like I've been the only one. But I just warmed all 3 points up. One of them's not being used, that's why I said 3. But yeah, I guess I'll test it now, and if it also doesn't work, then we'll go on to looking for more points where it might have gone wrong. And that didn't seem to do the trick. As you can see, you need the dial light. Oops. You need the dial light to really see anything. I mean, go up way close, and it's bright here because I have that. But, yeah. You can see I'm filming with a phone. So I'll get on to plan B. So I think I can see the problem right in there. Looks like that bulb is burnt out, which I guess is no surprise, but that's probably an original RCA bulb in there. So I guess I'll find out what type that is and try to see if I've got one around. And that looks to be the problem. If the camera will focus, you can see that one side is disconnected. I'll see what this is, try to put a new one in there. And this looks to be some kind of crappy series string circuit, which I guess doesn't surprise me that they would do that, because this is kind of RCA's later years. But let's put a bulb in there. Just a little note, it looks like that bulb's been replaced right there. It doesn't have as much marking on it, and it also is like different shape. This one's long, that one is short. And it looks like laying around in my shop I have found an identical bulb, I believe. Star 47. This came out of that Crosley over there. And one side of the filament string just goes right into the bulb, making it a fuse pretty much. But hopefully they should be close enough. There's no marking on this one. Yeah, there's no marking on that one. I guess on the insides they're a little bit different. That one has like a blob there. This one doesn't, but I guess I'll put it in there, and if it blows up, then that's just your standard GE47 bulb. I mean, who cares? So I found, since the one didn't do the trick, didn't fit, it was too big, I found this Mazda 6 to 8 volt with a Westinghouse brand on it. But if I'm looking at the capacitors on here, they're all listed at like 10 volts. So even if this did overload the bulb a little bit, and they're coming off the same circuit. And even if it did overload the bulb a little bit, it really wouldn't do any damage. Just to test it, I don't know. Maybe run it. Might burn it out a little bit quicker, but yeah. I'm sure you can get this bulb at Menards. You know what that is. Okay, we have our bulb installed. Let's put the radio back together and see if it works. And it's back together. Let's see. You must notice, it looks like the one bulb is pretty dim. There's really bright at the top where that really new bulb is. Sale days at your local. Well, good thing that's fixed because I use this actually quite a bit. It's one of my main radios. And now we have it screwed back together. The finished RCA, long-range TRF AM/FM, AFC dual speaker solid state radio.